Alrighty. This is the first time I've tried to do this in absolutely ages, right? Trying to do a VOD review of someone. But someone from Australia has moved to NA. He hit GM 3k MMR. His win rate was 75 wins and 49 losses. Plus, he started with not a fresh account, like not fresh MMR games. So he already had played a bunch of OCE ranked games. I think he capped Plat 1, maybe Diamond 5, but then, once you get reset, I think we all set around Gold apart from maybe 4 or 5 people. So his account wasn't fresh. The guy's young Legz. In OCE standards, he's not top 10. Like of all time. Dude, it's so weird to put people into like perspective in OCE. In the last 2 years, I'd say he's been a good ADC, but in the last 2 years, our server has been pretty dead, right? Back in the day, like the golden years of Smite OCE, most people would say that died in 2016, but I think after 2018, that's when the golden years stopped. Anything 2014 to 2018, that 4-year gap, he was a nobody, right? I think he was a console kid actually back in those days, but I might be really, really wrong. But Legz, he's playing mid. In my opinion, if I was on a ranked game or in a ranked lobby and Legz was my mid laner, I wasn't the happiest, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't the happiest. I'm sure he probably felt the same when I wasn't on support. But when Legz was out of ADC, I didn't think he was too good. But we're about to see how he goes against these American players. And there's been this consensus that I've said for a really long time that the average Oceanic player, the average one, not even the best ones, the average players in OCE are Masters level, right? And Legz kind of getting GM that fast kind of makes me a bit depressed that I might have undersold us. I think the entire server just might be GM. Like, what's going on? In comparison to a bunch of trips that we've done, Legz took a while, time-wise, but game-wise, probably the same amount that it took me to get Grandmasters. 74 wins, 50 losses, or 75 to 50. Sounds about right. The only thing is, played that amount of games in a shorter amount of time, right? The most insane climb I saw was 2018 when Atletico went over. Our jungler, Texi, went from 1500 MMR flat, right? Never played ranked on his account ever. And within 3 days, I don't think he hit GM due to MMR being 3500 at Worlds times. Like, you had to be 3500 to get into Grandmasters. But he was at 3200 in Masters in 3 days, bro. 1700 MMR in 3 days. And I think it took him like 40 games. I think he was like 37-3. The dude climbed. But enough about OCE times. Actually, I'll keep going because the start of the lane isn't too bad. It's good to know that he knows how to clear. Never mind. He's actually going to start the game off with a death. Doing OCE dirty. Really dirty. Poor Legz. Loses his red buff. Loses his beads. Not looking good for the Australian infiltration. I was going to say our support player did the same thing in 2018. The Atletico support player. We'd play games at like 11 a.m. He would be up from... He had my laptop, I think, at the time. And he was playing games like 16 hours a day over there. I think he also climbed up pretty high in Masters with a pretty high win rate with like Fenrir and Thanatos support. Just because of how weirdly easy it is once you're on low ping to obviously play. Will Yu Huang die? I don't think he does. Just because of 9.5 numbers. Legz not trolling too hard, but he should just be clearing the wave, cutting the wave down. Tsukiyomi's probably going to get pissed at him. That's what Legz is doing. He's played this really awkwardly. He's played this fucking horrifically. Like, this is kind of what I expected, to be honest. It's not like we're watching a competitive player or anything like that. He's just an average guy in Australia, right? I'll actually put this back on. F1 it. So he didn't have his 1 leveled, which is kind of normal for Agnes. But in that situation, it probably goes big. I would be pissed if my Tsukiyomi kept fighting a fucking Thanatos, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's ridiculous that his jungle is just throwing the game like that. But what do you expect from an American? Looks like Thanatos is gonna get a free kill over in the dual lane. Yuhuang will not be able to help himself. Walked at the dragon. Wait, Legz actually just sucks, bro. What's going on? Does he die like 1 more time and then go deathless for the entire fucking game? I swear he had like 15 kills on the end of game stat sheet. 2 level deficit from the mid laner we're watching in his game to get Grandmasters. The Thanatos absolutely farming everyone. The jungle gap is real, the mid gap is real. But the one thing that happens is the insane scaling potential from Tsukiyomi. The ease of team fight from blue team, if you look at blue team. Mulan, Tsukiyomi, Ganesh, Agni, Kononos, it's just pure damage on every ult. Like every engage ult is just damage, damage, damage. Whereas Maui, kind of utility, not that good in solo queue in my opinion. It doesn't do enough. You might feel like a god sometimes, but most of the time your team's not going to follow up. And speaking of follow up, he has a Neath in his lane. I don't really like Neath. I don't really like Neath in Smite 1 at least. The way I see Smite 1 is you have a steroid or you're useless, right? In the ADC role. Like, if you don't have a steroid, I just don't get it. There are some caveats to that, obviously, when metas change, but... And obviously, the game being dead, any god can be played, like, it's just a fiesta at this point, right? So, how do we come back? Dude, he can't clear a fucking wave. I don't know if he's ever played Agni. Honestly, we're gonna look it up right now. Bear with me. Okay. He's played 12 games of Agni, apparently. I don't believe it. I wonder if that's a lifetime. Hard to say. Can I go season 11? Agni. He's played 7 games of Agni this season. I still don't believe that shit. Alright, builds. Book of Thoth for you, Huang. Interesting. It's not like that interesting, but like, why not just do double book, breastplate, fucking Soul Reaver, Obshard, Soul Reaver, Soul Gem. You don't need Obshard this game. Oh, yes you do. In my opinion, you do against Ganesh. But that's just really, really nitpicky. Double kill. Yeah, so Thana, kind of doing what Thanatos does. I reckon around the 15-minute mark, if he doesn't have 10 kills, that's kind of like your win condition. Slow down the Thanatos from keeping that snowball up. And hopefully by 10 minutes he doesn't double his kills. Like, this is just weird as shit. Oh wait, the Thana's kind of... What the fuck is he using? Legz just sucks. The Thana's just as bad. Dude, NA West is a fucking joke, dude. This is a Grandmasters lobby, dude. Oh my god. Can you back? Let your Tsukiyomi soak the wave, man. Yeah, he's gonna back. He probably goes fucking tier 2 Divine, I bet. Double flat pan. That's such an OCE thing. Deso into Divine. I'm sure there's some NA. I think Slayer does that shit too. Fuck, it sucks, bro. Anyway, it actually is good, this game. It's not the worst, because that is gonna be useless into, the team comp. Like late game. But Cuckoo should kind of run right, to be honest. The only reason Cuckoo can't run right in a real game would be Ganesh. Even then, I think you can run right. Oh, the dirty UI bug. We can't see items, so there's no point actually looking at builds. What about this? Even that's... No, that's clean. That is clean. Cool. We can see things here. Cuckoo going into a shield. Glad shield, most likely. Also, there's heaps of stuff I need to talk about that's not even related to this. Like, this is just going to be background bullshit to me talking, but I think the Smite 2 tournament was a massive, massive flop. Like, it's dependent. I'm not going to watch it because it airs at 3 AM for me. And then when I clicked on the EU guides, because obviously I find EU more entertaining than NA. I clicked on the EU tournament, and it was like Dada's Nika team. And Dada's like, I had no clue what any items did or anything. So they're just raw dogging it through pure mechanics and not actually like doing anything cool that was predetermined or no fun strats that were like thought up in a custom game. They were just kind of like winging it, which I found that to be really boring too. I didn't watch any doo-doo games like Doo-Doo-In and Gunter. Maybe they did, but after 10 seconds of hearing them ask what items do, I was like, okay, so they're just kind of fucking around. And then when it comes to NA, I had no... Once again, I had no desire to watch NA. Because everyone said they were scrimming, and I saw people tweeting like double blocking before the tournament, like Leon's team and Salt was scrimming, but like, did they actually do anything in the tournament? And I'm not saying this in like a they fucking suck way, but like, did they actually do anything? Like, it's a genuine question. Did anyone invade the first purple, teleport to blue, invade red? Did anyone start enemy blue, TP back to solo? I mean, Doi lane with the teleporters? It's like, was there any TP plays at the start of the game? Was there any 5-minute Gold Furies with Bloodforge power spikes? Like double Bloodforge, mid ADC? There was so much stuff that I was like, this shit's broken. So much broken stuff to fuck around with, but I don't think anyone did do any of that stuff. Also, Alpha Week 2 really fell flat for me. Really fell flat. And I've got this weird predicament, right? The game feels way better than it did in closed alpha, like before anyone could play it. The game feels so much better. Like, when I first played alpha, it was the slowest piece of shit ever. Like, it felt like I was playing on slow motion. It feels really clean now. It doesn't feel sluggish. Obviously, it feels a tiny bit sluggish compared to Smite 1, but that's just it. Optimization obviously is going to be fixed. But, the player base just fucking sucks. And because it's a closed alpha, like, no one's playing the fucking game, which means it's driving me away from the game, because no one's playing it. Which means, like, even when I play NA, I queue up, and the people that have paid to play Smite 2 are people that have never played a game in their fucking life, I swear to God, because they're just they're selecting their role to be ADC, and then they're running to solo lane and just duo laning with me as a solo lane. It's just... it's just unplayable. Player base is like worse than this like stuff, you know what I mean? And then OC obviously has its own player base issues. I hosted a custom game. I killed a jungler at 9 minutes at his back camps and he left the game. I just didn't get... And then that just killed all my thought process for the game. Like, what's the point of hosting customs if people are just gonna fucking leave them, you know what I mean? A Gold Fury being done by red team. Tsukiyomi going in. This is what I was talking about by ease of access of team fights. Like Ganesh ult and Tsukiyomi ult just 2v4s them all. It's kind of disgusting. So easy to press 4 with both of those gods. Agni needs to be careful. Legz, the Australian infiltration, needs to just clear the wave. Wake up. Is he on his phone? Beads on Yu Huang. How much money does he have? 1,300 with a full deso done. This is just done. This is all just shit. Both of mid laners need to be fucking reported. Like, does this not just look like a casual conquest game to everybody? This is the state of the This is the state of the game. I'm just recording my own fucking mental breakdown, bro. It's chalked. Smite is fucked. 3k MMR. Super lobby. NA West has always been kind of dog shit, to be fair, but come on. Outside of that, this YouTube channel's probably getting the fuck away from Smite, to be honest. Probably gonna diversify the content a little bit. Only make videos if I find them fun. I plan on playing a fuck ton of Honor of Kings. Making some English content of that, because I swear there's only Chinese content for that, or AI content for Honor of Kings. It is only a Chinese game, to be fair. Maybe Jump Assemble as well. It's another phone MOBA. Because there's so much shit going on. Doing my Masters in July. I start my Masters next month. I have a kid that's due in September. Like, I only see myself going to Smite 2 if competitive OCE region is announced. Otherwise, I don't see myself kind of playing it if it's not fun. There's two things, actually, that'll make me play it. 50 ping ranked, like, you know, low ping ranked. That's not going to happen, because it doesn't happen in Smite 1. And I don't mean get in a server and ask everybody to hop on, and then you all queue like an in-house. I mean, I just want it to naturally happen. And that is a possibility. Hang on, after this fight, I'm actually pretty happy with how blue team have played that. Apart from this dash in, I knew he wouldn't be able to help himself dash in. Tikumi just needs to turn around. Throw an auto attack. That's something that mages suck at. Auto attacking in between abilities. Yeah, so ranked. This is obviously a shit dive. Like, dumb as fuck. Ranked can happen in Australia, and it happens with every other game that we play. And people say, oh, it's a player-based issue. It would be for Smite 2, I agree. Smite 1, not so much. If we all played Australian servers and we all played ranked conk, you know what I mean? The mode isn't just the primary game mode that people play. If you look at Overwatch, there's so many ranked games in Overwatch. I played a game called, what was it called? Vainglory. And if I queued Vainglory casual mode on Steam, nothing would pop. If I queued the rank mode, insta-pop, right? There's just not... The Smite player base just doesn't give a fuck about ranked. And competitive too, so that's why I think the game's kind of in this weird fucking limbo. And it sucks, it does, in my opinion. Because so many people that play the game are just like Dead by Daylight players, let's be honest. Like, they just like to cry about the way people play the game. Even though they're just probably chilling. Yeah, that analogy doesn't work if you don't know what DBD's like, but Dead by Daylight, the killers will always complain about the survivor players, and the survivor players will always complain about how killer players play the game. It's the most toxic circle of community I've ever seen. Wait, why aren't you killing this guy? I think Legz is on a laptop with fuck all frames. The way he plays, I reckon he's on a shitty laptop. He's on a mountain somewhere. Like, he's gone over for a working holiday, right? So it's not like he's sitting at home in a nice fucking apartment with a sick setup. Unless he is somehow. But I think he's just on a gaming laptop. Probably plays 80 frames max. But he's 7, 3, and 4, so he still kind of hasn't really died since the start of the game. And remember what I said about Thanatos? It needs to... I said it needs to not have 10 kills by 15. 10 kills by 17 is still pretty good. I say he's still kind of keeping the momentum up. But his dueling is fucking 4 levels down, like his ADC. So his momentum does not count. And his Neath has that build. Bro, NA players... What is that disgusting build, bro? What is she doing? This guy went... Oh, wait. That's still shit. I thought it was the cuckoo. Cuckoo build. Oh, man. Dude, Legz is playing fucking Season 4 mid lane. Season 6, maybe. Alright, we'll go back to Legz cam when he's back. Boom. There he is. Moonwalking out of base. Very clean. Reaver done now. For Legz, it should be pretty free. Does he actually play with his camera pointing like this? Like... Double kill. Does it help? Alright, Neath gone. Soul Reaver online. Barely touching Maui. I don't know what he's shooting that at. Narnia. Bro. It's actually nuts. I don't know, you can just tell he's not a mid laner. I'd say he's played... Oh, I don't know. He said he roll swapped to mid when he got to NA. But it's like... You still fucking suck at mid lane, bro. What can his team even do at this point? They're just like, it's 48 kills in 20 minutes. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's literally arena. Yeah, Thana's officially fallen off. Missed everything. Dude, you suck. This guy's 10, 4, and 6 in a 3k MMR game. He's just Aegis one ability from Yu Huang. You're so close to 20. Go get 20 from blue buff, from red buff. Get 20. Get 20. Yes, he got it from the tower. Alright, back. Pick up red. Whatever, it doesn't matter. He's going to get red anyway. What does he get? Legz. Finishes his pendulum. Not too bad. He's got 30% CDR. Very good. See if he picks up the blue tiki on red buff for 40%. And then let's rip that FG. Min-maxing wise, that's pretty grief. Maybe someone needed that speed for level 20. Maybe they needed it for a starter. Kind of grief to do. Alright, blue team should be... I hope he knows that his 2 does damage if he hits it. And then he stuns. Okay. He gets poked for free because he dashes in without Aegis. His jungler's soloing the solo laner. His ADC doesn't want to hit the objective. His support is... Oh, this looks good actually. Doom, 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 doom. Why are they not hitting the Thanatos? Very interesting. Please do the fucking fire giant. Nice. They do it. Finally. Good by Legz. Good by Legz. Well done. Yep. Very good. Milan should have backed, to be honest. Like, that's the only min-max. I'm sure Milan has TP. She does. Milan could have backed. Stop the back from that Neath. She's not backing. Neath's just dying. He runs left to shove left. Not too bad, but what this does is allows Yu Hong to farm the right side of the map. Those two in mid, if they back after that Gold Fury, they're mega trolling. This gold is actually so good. Get the gold. Get the gold. Get the gold. Don't you get the gold. You shove the wave. Oh, he sucks. Your team has destroyed the Gold Fury. Shove the wave. Where is his team? Why did the Ganesh back? So many questions. So many questions. 11-4-7 is Legz. They shove the wave. They have a super wave in mid. Ganesh is escorting that super wave in mid. I actually don't hate that. I think it's decent to do sometimes, especially as a very easy clearing god like Ganesh. One through the wave. Now, poke advantage. Definitely blue teams. Yes, Yu Huang can poke with his 2, but look at that. Good poke, good poke. There's the ult. The all-in comes through. Very nice ult. Bad beats. Aegis was kind of nice, but the beads sucked. The target sucks. The panic is through the roof. Dude. Literally disgusting. Literally disgusting. Embarrassing even. Like, what the fuck? Let's go high. Let's get rid of this. Alright, blue team have literally the game in their hands. You're like, how do they have the game in their hands, Sharks? Well, let me show you. Ba-ba-ba. Bang. Here, Tsukiyomi, sure, he might be poked, but there is a super wave here coming, and there is a super wave shoving here. All they had to do was let these minions go in. Yu Huang should use his abilities on the minions. Then you can maybe look for poke on Yu Huang, right? But nothing's done anywhere close to good. This poke by Agony is actually good, right? One trade. That's it. Trade done. You have set up for this wave here, right? Trade is over. Why is trade over? Because this guy still has his 3. The Yu Huang still has his 3. He didn't use anything there. He just kind of ate the damage. So he can just go to base, or he stays low. But what happens is Maui hits a pluck. Somehow, Yu Huang hits a triple dragon. This guy is not ulting Yu Huang here, this Ganesh. Does he? No. Ganesh just doesn't want to press 4. What? What the fuck? And then massive execute coming in. Bad Aegis. Agni panic. No clue who to hit. Mulan misses her. She hits the root part of her ult, the easiest part. Oh, and the best part was, it was all like before waves even hit birds, essentially. So that's just a wave right there. Imagine what that could have been done. Or they could have 4-1'd with a good splitting jungler like Tsukiyomi. But ah well, NA ranked. Ganesh gets a solo kill. Should actually get a solo kill. Does Ganesh actually just solo him here? He has to drop. Oh my god, that's embarrassing, dude. Ooh, that's embarrassing. Alright, Legz, come on. Come on, Legz. There he is. He's back. The main character, the Australian in the room. He's 11-6 and 7, 11-5 and 7. Builds are whatever. Mirrodin's whatever. The build, it does what it does. It's got 40% CDR. It's got double flat pan. It's got 20% flat pan. A fully stacked coin's nothing to sneeze at. It's got more percent pen here on Mirrodin, and it's got a Reaver prop. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. This is the worst though. Like, just AFK. What's he doing? What's the entire team doing? This right here is why double flat pen's a bit, and why true damage is OP. Like, just killing those two tanks is very important. Everyone is mechanically horse shit. I'm convinced that this NA West server is just filled with people playing from all over the world that's not in America. Because there's no way Americans are playing this dog shit on low ping. I refuse to believe it. It has to be the entirety of Australians that don't QOCE. It has to be the entirety of New Zealanders that don't QOCE. It has to be the entire Micronesian, Polynesian islands. It has to be Japan. It has to be China. It has to be Singapore. It has to be fucking Myanmar, Thailand. Like, it has to be everyone playing on this NA West thing, because, like, that would be way better than it if these were just Americans on low ping. Anomalies. I actually think it's this weird conditioning culture where you can play like shit and just win. Because I get it. I do get it. Playing in Australia, everyone sucks so bad that I'm like, we could just play like shit and still win anyway. Like, no brain, no think. There's nothing that they can do to win. Even if they had 10k extra gold, I don't care. They're not going to win. I'm not even watching the main character. See what I mean, bro. What the fuck is my mouse? This isn't sped up. Did that not feel sped up from this Tsukiyomi's point of view? It felt very sped up. What are you seeing, man? This guy went 75 and 50 to get GM from 1500 MMR to 3k. Like, it was actually 1570. He had 1577 and now he's 2986. So it's not 15 to 3k. It's a tiny bit less, but like, Jesus Christ. But once again, I'm sure his setup is abysmal. Like, his setup is, it's got to be bad if he's on a holiday visa, working in a park somewhere. Please, just siege. Please, just siege. There's the ADC going all the way to get purple. I would argue that if you're going to make the trip all the way to grab this purple buff, you and your jungler should probably go through this teleporter and then actively split the map, creating all 3 lanes to be shoved in. But maybe that's too hard to fucking think about. Maybe that's too hard to think about. My bad. Oh, good pickup. Bad follow-up. A lot of clutter on the screen. Here comes the execute. No one can see the Thanatos. Good stun. Well done. He can live this. He can live this. He's fine. You carry this. Yeah. Sucks. The jungler just died like that. Don't back. Do not back, Legz. Are you blind? Oh, dude, they just suck. Dude. Oh, it's pain. It's pure pain. Just dash in, please. Oh, you're a fucking pussy. Now, kill. Yeah, Vegas. Dash in 2, 1. Dash in. That should have been done a while ago. There we go. Alright, clear the wave back. Hold on. He backs. 13, 6, and 10 for the Australian in the NA West queues against Persona 5 Socks. I don't know any other name on that queue. I don't know any other name. 3k pot in hand. Upgraded beads in hand. Any other weird builds? This guy's only got full stacks. This guy's only got full stacks with a Heartwood. This is, once again, why EU stacking build's so strong. Holy fuck, can they please end this game? It's not that difficult to siege. You have bomb? Pick up the bomb. Someone pick up the bomb. Alright, maybe it is difficult to siege if you can't even pick up a fucking bomb. You backflip. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very good, very good. Bad ult. But gets the 3. There's the 3. You can do that. Look, I won't be too mad about that. Good idea. Oh, okay, that sucks. Poke Titan? Not gonna poke Titan. See, this is why it sucks being in an empty lane. Panics so much. He panics so much. The dash is fine, but I mean just turning around and melee wanting instead of just seeing where they are and then wanting their body.
I can't take the heat.
Another fire giant siege, man. Alright, I'm fast forwarding. There's no way red team fights that fucking... What's he doing? Why did that guy go in? Run straight to FG. You've got man advantage. It really shouldn't have taken this long to get to FG. I mean, like, the backline went pretty fast, but Milan went for a little walk. FG is down. Please go right lane. Look at this. They're all in mid fighting. Oh my god. It's just like he never left Australia, to be honest. Alright. End the game. Hit the fucking Titan. Oh my god. 16, 6, and 10 is the young Legz. Nice Aegis. Okay. 16, 6, and 10 from young Legz. 3k MMR, 75 wins, 49 losses. Just an absolute shit show. Showing how bad the average American fucking NA West game is, to be honest. Like, it is a joke. It's so saddening. So saddening. This, I would say, it is equivalent to like going and playing Paladins in 2024. Like, it's just fucked. It's literally just, it's fucked.